In the serene village of Nyaminyami lived a handsome man called Munya. He stood out with his chiseled features and charming demeanor. Every woman in the village admired him, but it was Manyara, a devoted and beautiful woman, who captured his heart in marriage. Despite his happy home, Munya's desires led him astray. He met Tino, a vibrant and passionate woman, and soon they began a secret affair. Munya assured Tino he would leave Manyara, but in truth, he reveled in the thrill of juggling two lives. He wove intricate lies, convincing Tino of his commitment while pretending to be a loving and devoted husband to Manyara. Over the years, Tino's love for Munya deepened, and she bore him 2 children. With every passing year, her pleas for Munya to leave Manyara grew more urgent. Being the smooth talker, Munya fabricated elaborate stories. He claimed that Manyara's fragile health required careful handling and that he was making discreet plans for their separation. He made up stories of tales of legal battles and family disputes, all designed to keep Tino hopeful and patient. Each promise was a thread in the growing web of deceit, binding Tino to him while he enjoyed the best of both worlds. As time dragged on, Tino's patience turned into frustration. She had given up her youth and dreams whilst waiting for Munya to fulfill his promises. The weight of his lies began to crush her spirit. Tino confronted Munya, issuing him with an ultimatum to leave Manyara or face her wrath. Munya was dismissive and arrogant and believed that Tino's threats were empty. He continued his double life, confident in his ability to manage the both women. Tino, however, was determined to take control of her destiny, even if it meant resorting to desperate measures. Driven by despair, Tino sought the help of a notorious witch doctor in the village. She recounted her woes, begging for a solution to end Manyara's hold over Munya. The witch doctor, who was well known for his dark magic, agreed to help her. He mixed a powerful potion in the form of a powder, assuring Tino it would drive Manyara mad. With this madness, Munya would have no choice but to leave his wife. Clutching the powder with trembling hands, Tino felt a flicker of hope. She believed this was the key to her happiness and Munya's loyalty. With the witch doctor's powder carefully hidden, Tino waited for her chance. During one of their secret meetings, she slipped the powder into Munya's pocket. She watched anxiously as he left to return to Manyara, her heart pounding with anticipation. Tino imagined Manyara's descent into madness and the freedom it would bring her. She was confident that Munya would finally be hers. Little did she know that the potion held an unexpected twist, a mistake that would change the course of their lives forever. When Munya arrived home, the powder remained unnoticed in his pocket. The next morning, Tino woke up with a sense of foreboding. Instead of Manyara showing signs of madness, Tino herself felt a creeping disorientation. The witch doctor's potion had backfired, affecting her instead. Her thoughts grew jumbled, and her behavior became erratic. Days turned into a haze of confusion and paranoia for her. The very tool she hoped would secure her future had become her undoing, leaving her mind unraveling with each passing moment. Oblivious to Tino's plight, Munya continued with his charade. To cover for his increasing absences from home, he made up stories which he told Manyara. To Tino, he spun tales of progress, claiming to be on the brink of divorcing Manyara. Each lie he told tightened the web of deceit, but Munya remained arrogant, believing his lies would never catch up with him. The village buzzed with rumors, but Munya's charm kept suspicions at bay. His double life was a delicate balance, one he thought he could maintain indefinitely. Tino's condition worsened with each passing day. She became unpredictable, and her once vibrant personality was now shadowed by madness. She started appearing at Munya's house unannounced, and her erratic behavior alarmed Manyara. Munya was caught off guard and had to think quickly. He told Manyara that Tino was an old acquaintance who had fallen on hard times and needed their help. As a kind-hearted and trusting wife, Manyara believed him, though she felt an uneasy sense that something bad was about to happen. Munya's lies grew more elaborate as he struggled to keep his secrets intact. One fateful evening, Tino's madness reached its peak. She stormed into Munya's home, her eyes wild with rage. She screamed accusations, calling Munya a liar and a traitor. Terrified and confused, Manyara demanded the truth. And seeing that he had been cornered, Munya quickly spun another lie. He claimed that Tino was a delusional woman from his past and had been stalking him. He painted a picture of a troubled soul obsessed with him, hoping to evoke sympathy from Manyara. Torn between love and suspicion, Manyara didn't know what to believe. Tino's outburst planted seeds of doubt in Manyara's mind. She started noticing inconsistencies in Munya's stories. Determined to uncover the truth, she began discreetly investigating him. She found gaps in his explanations and discrepancies in his timelines. Manyara's quiet persistence led her to uncover small clues, each one unraveling Munya's web of deceit. She discovered Tino's children and realized the depth of her husband's betrayal. Heartbroken and furious, Manyara confronted Munya, demanding answers. Munya was caught off guard and struggled to maintain his facade as his lies crumbled around him. Meanwhile, Tino's madness spiraled out of control. She became a haunting figure, wandering through the village and muttering incoherently. Her condition drew the attention of the villagers, who whispered about the once vibrant woman who was now reduced to a shadow of her former self. The witch doctor realized his mistake and began to remedy the situation, but it was too late. Tino's mind was too far gone. Seeing the consequences of his actions, Munya was filled with guilt and fear. He knew that his double life had not only destroyed Tino, but was now threatening to destroy him and Manyara. Armed with the truth, Manyara devised a plan to expose Munya's deceit. She gathered all the evidence of his affair with Tino, including the letters Tino had given to Munya. She approached the village elders, seeking their counsel. She shared her story and presented her evidence, hoping to hold Munya accountable. The elders were shocked by Munya's betrayal and decided to intervene. They summoned Munya to a village meeting where he would have to face the consequences of his actions. Though Manyara was heartbroken, she was determined to see justice served. The villagers gathered for the meeting, curiosity and anticipation buzzing in the air. Munya stood before the elders, his usual charm replaced by nervousness. Manyara presented her evidence, detailing the years of lies and deceit. The villagers listened in shock as the truth was laid bare. Munya's confident facade crumbled under the weight of his betrayal. The elders were stern and unforgiving and condemned Munya's actions. They decided that he must make amends not only to Manyara and Tino, but to the entire village. Munya's double life was now exposed for all to see. The witch doctor was also feeling remorse for his role in Tino's madness and came forward. He admitted to making a mistake with the potion and explained how it had backfired. The villagers were outraged and demanded that he find a way to cure Tino immediately. The witch doctor promised to do everything in his power to help her recover. Realizing the depth of his deception and its impact, Munya sought forgiveness from Manyara and Tino. He knew that his actions had caused immense pain and suffering. The witch doctor also began working on a new remedy, hoping to restore Tino's sanity and bring some peace to the troubled village. With Munya's lies and deceit exposed, he faced the harsh reality of his actions. His charm and wit had led him down a path of destruction. He spent days reflecting on his choices and the pain he had caused. And although she was deeply hurt, Manyara agreed to help Tino recover, understanding that their lives were linked by Munya's betrayal. Munya pledged to make amends, dedicating himself to repairing the damage he had caused. The village, now aware of the full extent of his deceit, watched as Munya took the first steps towards redemption. The journey ahead was uncertain, but Munya knew he had to face it, no longer hidden behind a web of deceit.